Come on in, y'all. Don't be shy. It's Friday, y'all. Turn up. Go, go, go. Hey, Bree. Let me see. I'll get this on here. Can you hear me well? Can you give me a thumbs up just in case it sounds like a little ratchet? Go, go. Hey, Hams. Let me see this thing is there.
What up?
KP!
Hey, Dominique.
What's up?
Not much, man. What's up with you? Hair all flowing everywhere. I see you, man. I see you.
It took me 2 seconds to do it, okay?
Good talk. I'm good, though. How you doing? I look, how my light and everything? It look good?
Yeah,
it look dark?
Good.
Okay.
I can see your face.
Okay.
So
Cool. Turn that up a little bit. Boom. All
hey,
right, man.
Okay. There's some more people coming in.
I know, man. Take your time. Take your time.
Yeah. I'm like bumping a little music over here.
Oh yeah, I saw the story, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, Dominique better get hype. Yeah.
Okay. Come on. That music like it's perfect for like anything, a cookout, kickback, whatever. It's like everything. That's what I do love about your music. It's like you can cover just about any grounds pretty much. Anyone can listen to
Ham talking about some look like a B2K. Get out of here, Hams. It's Dana.
Not a B2K.
Don't know what account you want to be on.
Shout out to the Since '03 podcast.
Right.
Y'all, I got a celebrity here. I'm just like, man.
I'm cooling. I ain't no celebrity, Dominique.
Hey, Rockstars. Hey, Bree. I guess we'll start soon. People start coming in even more.
Take your time. Take your time. How you doing?
I've been doing good. I'm working on some stuff like music and everything too, but I've been just cooling. That's all you can do during this time.
I know, right?
I'm ready for them to go ahead and let us know that Trump is evicted, okay?
Yeah, get out of here. They're taking their time, right? They're taking a sweet time.
That sweet time. I was like, man, this is crazy. But the memes are coming in and people are quick.
Right. Where your star backdrop at? They got the backdrop with like the stars and stuff.
Me?
Yeah.
What stars one? I have like a whole bunch of tapestries I use. This is literally like a satin sheet. I just be putting it on the wall.
I ain't even know it. Look at you. I ain't even know it. I ain't even know it.
It's good because you can you can pretty much put it up in any type of light in the work. Not
Right.
even that big. What? Oh yeah. He's crazy.
He
He
is.
really thought that like, okay, nah, it's unbelievable that Biden is winning, so we might have to recount. I'm like, nigga, nah.
He knew that all along, right?
You have to go. Okay.
Yeah, get out of here, bro.
Yeah, he gotta go. I guess I'm ready whenever you are. How you feeling?
I'm ready when you ready. I'm good. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's get right into it, y'all. Okay, we got a few people in, but I appreciate y'all joining me once again for the come up. It's just what it is if you haven't seen any of my previous posts, but pretty much I'm just having these discussions, these live discussions with some amazing artists and entrepreneurs out there that are killing it, okay? And let me tell you, like, it's not easy at all. You know, we all are on different levels, but we're all making it work and happen. And so I just wanted to highlight some people that I know that are like doing it. And so we got JuztKP in the house, okay, from the Bull City. Hey, Bull City. But
you know what
like
I'm
I
saying?
said before, like his music is everywhere, like Canada, all over the world. Like people are listening to his stuff and it's good music. It's not no craziness. It's really like some real stuff, some good. If you want to feel good, he got some tunes for you. If you want to really like get your mind right and get your head wrapped around some lyrics so you can start thinking a little bit deeper, he has that for you too. So I appreciate your music and your artistry 100%.
Appreciate you. Appreciate
Yeah.
you. Appreciate you for having me, Dominique.
Yeah, I had to. You know I had to. But so I have known KP for years. We first started
What
in chorus when I
years?
first met him.
It'd have been more than 10 years at this point, man.
More than 10 years. And that time flies.
Yeah.
It seems like it was yesterday, but that time flies so fast.
For real.
Yeah, I met KP in chorus. He was a fool then and he is a fool now, just like always having a good time.
Can't change, man. Can't change, man. I still be singing on the side, bro. I just don't do it on records, you know.
Okay. So I gotta do a little ooh in here and there.
Singing our little Christmas carols and stuff.
Okay. Started from the bottom, now we here.
What?
But yeah, Dana of course. But yeah, so anyway, like KP, music has always been, you know, a thing for you, like rapping, spitting bars. You were serious about it. You even had me and a few of my friends try to like, you know, do some recording, feature us on some stuff.
Bro, I forgot all about that. You remember that? You used to go to the house after school.
Okay. You like, y'all lay these tunes down. I'm serious, y'all. We like, okay, cool.
Y'all come on to the house for real, for real. Y'all got this
For
microphone,
real.
yo.
Look,
It's gonna be
talk
dope.
on the microphone, everything. Like
I still got it. I still got it on computer too.
Yeah.
The one me, you and Tony did.
Yeah. It was a Drake joint. I cannot remember the name of the song, but I knew it was by Drake.
Well, I can't remember it, man. It was one of
I
them
can give
joints
you the
off his
tune,
personal thing.
but sooner or
Right.
later, that was it.
See?
But yeah, but that's our history. Like we've been knowing each other for a very long time, but I wanted to have him come on today so he can share with you guys some of his journey and like what he's been through, and you know, not like bad or good things, just everything. Like it's a process, and so I wanted him. He's a very successful rapper. He has a podcast out here. He has music videos, all of that stuff, and we'll definitely get to that. So you can let them know what projects you have out there, what you're working on. Because most of all, like I want as many people to discover people on so many different levels, and that you know you are finding you're doing it. And so some people need that type of inspiration. And going from there. So I ain't gonna keep talking. You go ahead, introduce yourself, and just let everyone know a little bit about who you are, KP.
Thank you, Dominique. Thank you for having me. But like she said, you know, I'm JuztKP, rapper from Durham, North Carolina, musician, I say. But I've been doing music for a long time. Like Dominique said, we met in high school. We graduated in 2009. So like 2006, that was like my beginning in doing music. But and it went from like singing in chorus to, hey, I can record, you know what I'm saying? And I started doing that, fell in love with it. I've been doing it ever since. And so I do songs. Got, like you say, I got listeners all over the world right now, and so it's been great. I've been doing music full time since February. I finally made that jump to like, I'm about to make this work. So, I've been writing songs for people, putting out records and stuff like that, getting stream numbers and a lot of other stuff. But basically I've been doing music full time. It's like a job. And you
Yeah.
you you did it as a job. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get to that point where you get it as a job. And so I've been
Right.
doing it as a job now, and it feels good, you know what I'm saying, to wake up
Yeah.
and do a song, you know what I'm saying, and make money from
Something
it.
you're
So it's
passionate
cool.
about.
Right. As opposed to, you know what I'm saying, I've been working 9 to 5s like the last, since I've been out of school. And you know what I'm saying, that was killing my drive and everything. And so,
Yeah.
boy, to finally like get out of there, and you never know what might happen. I might go back, might not, might get better days. You never know. But I'm
Right.
optimistic. So, and so definitely I like to keep people stay optimistic about all of it.
That's so. Yeah, a lot of times it's like it's nerve wracking, especially like
It
as an
is.
artist to say, "Hey, I'm gonna do this full time," and I'm basing my career and everything off of solely like my ideas, my creativity, and like finding solutions
Right,
in it. Um,
right. And people think like, especially a lot of like rappers think you just jump from this point to that point.
yeah,
Sometimes that works like that. A lot of times, like a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they go from, you know what I'm saying, they working at Dunkin' Donuts somewhere one year, and the next year, you know what I'm saying, they big time. It works like that
right.
sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't, and it tests your resilience. You know what I'm saying? It tests
Your
like, do you
endurance.
really want it? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? If you was broke doing this, would you still be doing it? And so, I
Mm-hmm.
said, yeah. So I've been doing it this long, so I probably won't quit no time soon.
Yeah. That's
What's up, Mal?
dope. Thank y'all for tuning in. Let some more people know what's happening. Um,
Yeah, I want to share. I don't know.
Me
I
either. I
probably
feel
can't
like if
share
I
it.
press one
I don't
comment, it's
know.
gonna shut everything
It's gonna
else
it's gonna
off.
cut me off, right?
I'm gonna get it right one day. Um, but yeah, that's dope. Like that you're doing this full time and you have stability with it all, and most of all, you enjoy it. Like you said, like so many people
Yeah.
get up and do, and they have a 9 to 5, and nothing's wrong with that because there's some stability in it. You definitely
Nah.
have like that
There's
endurance.
nothing wrong with a 9 to 5. If I didn't have like my 9 to 5, I couldn't have funded like my earlier stuff. Like I
Exactly.
wouldn't be where I was today. Like if it wasn't for that 9 to 5. So
Yeah,
definitely
because it's an
do what you
investment.
gotta do.
Like, yeah, you got to do what you got to do to invest,
Isn't it? It's definitely an investment.
and it's in
Ain't
so
nothing
many
cheap out
different
here.
parts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, who would you say is like your greatest inspiration? Like for you to like keep going, for you to have even started your music and everything.
For me, for when I started, so inspiration wise, I was two artists, growing up. It
Mm-hmm.
was Tupac and Kanye. Those
Okay.
like my two favorite artists growing up. Um, like Tupac when I was like in middle school, I used to watch documentaries and stuff, like all the little documentaries they had on Tupac, and then Kanye when he came out and then all his music. It was like when we was in high school, it was either you was a Kanye or you was a Lil Wayne fan. I feel like it was
Yeah,
like either or.
they
Like
were
you
top
know
two.
what I'm saying? It was top two. It was Kanye or Lil Wayne, but I was more Kanye. 'Cause I related. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Even though I like Tupac, I didn't really relate to it. You know what I'm saying? Not to a certain degree. I wasn't really.
yeah,
I'm not that. You know what I'm saying? But I related more to Kanye and what he was saying as far as the whole college dropout thing and
yeah.
being growing up in a
Real
different
life.
type of environment.
Yeah, real life
Facts.
situations and like being able to express and share that, lyrically is like the biggest.
Right.
Come on, Machiavelli.
Facts.
Yeah.
Spelling
Yeah.
Machiavelli wrong. But
But
then you know what I'm saying? Growing up, then, what I'm saying, then life, what I'm saying, and I had a kid, and so now it's like I walk in different purposes. Well, I have different inspirations. It depends on the day, and so what I'm saying, like a lot of my songs now are based off of, I get inspiration from him. Like School
Yeah.
Supplies, those songs, and stuff that goes on, like stuff we dealing with right now, like Black Soul, like cops killing people. Like that whole song came about because um I forget, and I feel bad for not knowing his name, but when the guy got killed in Charlotte, when there was
Uh-huh.
protests going on, it was like 2016, 2017. Like I couldn't leave because I had a kid, so I wrote that song right then. Like, that's how I was feeling.
That's a
So
powerful song.
it is, man. It's my most popular song to this day.
Yeah. Black
Yeah,
Soul. It's
yeah.
available on all digital platforms.
You better tell
Come on now.
them.
Go ahead. Drop that cash, but it's
you
available,
know,
y'all.
Black
And
Soul is it's almost at 100,000 streams on Spotify, which is
mhm.
cool. Cause like this is all this year. Like that like since I like I said, quit the job and stuff, started focusing.
Yeah.
Like my streaming stuff been up like almost at 100,000 streams. Like last year, like what? 100,000? I wouldn't even
And
expected
it's
that,
crazy
bro.
because like when you're creating something, like you obviously like you have a lot of, I don't know, you've put a lot of passion into it, a lot of thought into it, and then it's like you
Right,
grow big, but you're pretty much gambling to see, okay,
right.
is everyone receiving this? And like how is this gonna work?
Exactly. And then it comes out and then it doesn't get the reception you thought. Like anytime like you drop something like as an artist, you like, man, it's gonna get me a million. You know what I'm saying? Like you just
Yeah.
had those high expectations. And then it doesn't happen. But then, time progresses and then like that song came out 3 years ago. And like this year has been the most successful year for it. And
And it
it's just
always
it's
happens
crazy
like
because,
that.
you
It
know,
takes some time for it to kind
it
of
takes
like
time.
for you to see like it happen.
Right. Gotta let it marinate, you know what I'm saying? Let it. You know what I'm saying? Just that's why I say like anybody ask me like how do you find like you said inspiration what you do. Like
Yeah.
just do what you feel is right. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? At that moment, like what you feel, like don't do anything because you feel like, oh, this person may think, you know what I'm saying, this person may like what's going on right now as far as like club songs, stuff like that. Just do it. If you feel like you want to do that, like do it.
Right.
If you feel like you want to do something else, like that's just always what I stood by.
Yeah. Okay, y'all.
Yeah.
I hear y'all.
Right. Right. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
I'm trying to look at the comments too.
I
But
know,
yeah,
right?
man, you
I'm
just
like,
can't rush
I
it.
think about press one button, just go shut it down.
Yeah, boop boop, and then close the
Oh,
whole thing down.
right. So, during like throughout your journey, and you looking at back,
Hmm.
how everything has like progressed for you. Is there a moment in time, or is there something like if you had known better, maybe you would have changed something a little bit different? Do you have a situation where you're like, okay, now that I know it, I would do it differently now?
Um, mm, mm, mm. So I would have, and I can't say I would have done it different because, like, I wouldn't trade the position I'm in right now.
Hmm.
Because I love the position I'm in right now. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, I feel like I'm in a good position, but I would tell myself. And it's funny because Malcolm on here and we talked about this on our podcast, but we talked about like how like growing up, you know what I'm saying, you go to college and stuff. And a
Hmm.
lot of people just go to college because, you know what I'm saying, it's the right move or they tell you it's the right move. Or when everybody that's graduating high school, oh, what you doing next? Oh, I'm getting ready to go to college. Oh, let me find out what I'm about to do. But
Yeah.
even though I went to college and I graduated eventually, um, I think like I should have went. You know what I'm saying? Even though
Uh-huh.
I met a lot of people that like my partner I'm with right now. Like I would never met her if I had not went to college.
Hmm.
Um, those are some good parts of college, the connections I met. But as far as like I really would have told myself back then, like, yo, if this is what you want to do, like do it. Like don't feel like you need to do something else to please these people over here, because at the end of the day, eventually you gonna turn 30. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be 30 next year, which is a great thing. You know, a lot of people turn 30 and they start getting anxiety. I'm like, man, it's a great thing to turn 30.
Yeah.
But you turn 30, you turn 40, you turn 50, and then you don't want to live with those regrets. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
so I would tell myself that, then do what you want to do and not try to please. You know what I'm saying? Your
Mm-hmm.
parents, you know what I'm saying? Your parents, people you hang around, friends, whoever. Just do what you want to do.
Because at the end of the
If you can
day, it's
live with
your
yourself,
life.
do
At the end of the day, it's your life. You have
that.
to live it. And
For
it's
real.
like, that is true. Like, college, everyone's graduating, graduated, they're going to college. Some people know exactly what it is that they're doing. Some people are kind of fumbling. I was in that space at some
Mm-hmm.
point. I was
Yeah.
like Superwoman, and I said, you know what, I'm about to be a doctor. And they said science classes. I said, oh.
Oh.
But it was like, I get that 100%. Sorry, my dog is like in the way.
Oh no,
But
let's bring him on the camera.
man, this big dog is everywhere. But
Oh, you're a big dog.
yeah, I can't
But
pick.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't have my small dog anymore. But it's crazy because it's like, especially in entertainment, I'm sure
Mm-hmm.
you had conversations with people and you're like, hey, I'm thinking of doing some music or whatever. And when you have majority of people like, is there a
How
career?
you gonna make money from that, girl?
How you gonna make money? How you gonna, is that
You
really
know
a
what I'm
career you
saying?
want to go down? Like the road you want to go down?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so sometimes that type of conversation or feedback isn't encouraging at all. So then it makes you push yourself like, okay, now I got to really make myself get this. And education that's nothing's wrong with that at all. But
Nah,
I think
it's
it's
not.
hard when you do have a talent that you really have tapped into and you're passionate about and trying to balance it all. But you
Yeah.
followed your
And the
heart and
thing
look.
about Yeah, and the thing about talent, you know what I'm saying? Like, all it is dedication and hours put in. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? No matter if you making movies or you writing or you drawing, like, I could be a good drawer if I sat down for a year and said, I'm gonna learn how to draw. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that's really all it is. And some people make it to the next level, some don't. But
Mm-hmm.
all it really is putting in that time early. Just knowing what you want to do as early as you can, and
Mm-hmm.
then staying committed to it. And so that is like the one thing I wish I could go back and tell myself then, because I was already doing it
Yeah.
like every day, like I was recording, like go to school, come back, record. But it was like I don't know, it was like the whole thing of being in school sort of kind of holds you back, because you think you have school to fall back on. Like, I'm in school, you know what I'm saying? I still have school, you know what I'm saying? As far as like what else I got? This is all music is all I got. And that
Right.
that sort of kind of breeds a different kind of determination. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Which is why, like,
Because it has to
if
work. It's
it
that mindset of like, if I commit to this and I really like give it up my all, it has to work. And when it has to work,
hmm
like you said, determination is on a whole nother level. And your endurance is on a whole nother level.
yeah, it's like when, you know what I'm saying, it's like the basketball players that's from like the hoods and stuff, and they talk about like basketball's all I got, you know what I'm saying? And they
Yeah.
got like a different persona when they play, you know what I'm saying? They hard workers and they stuff like that. It's because that's all they came from. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's that's really where I had to put myself in that position. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? One day I woke up and was like, you know what? I'm tired of, and excuse my language, but I was like, I'm tired of these white folks
You
at
cool.
work. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of these
Yeah.
white folks
Okay.
at
We've
work.
been
You know what
there.
I'm saying? I know I got a whole bunch of responsibilities, but if I go in today, I'm going to flip on somebody. So you know
Yeah.
what? It's about that time to go ahead and hit that eject button, you know?
Yeah. That was the same type of thing, like because I had been working for so long, and then when I did cruise ships, it was just that snap where I was like, I'm really
hmm
unhappy. I just don't want to do this right now. Like, I don't want to waste my time not putting in the effort that I can put in into something that I'm passionate about, and then look down the road and wish I had done it. So it's
Right,
like you act on it right then, and you might be scared, but you got to do it scared. You know.
right. And I was so proud of you, Dominique. Oh, look at Dominique out there on them cruise ships singing. doing what you've been doing for the past couple of years, man. Since court,
Man,
out there singing on stage and dancing.
having a good time, and it's rewarding. Just like I'm
Right.
sure, like when you finish your project and it's out there, especially when you get feedback and people are sharing and posting and doing all those things, it's rewarding at the end of the day. And it's like whatever you're putting your all into, you want to have that feeling each and every time. Um,
Yeah,
so yeah.
definitely. Definitely.
Um, so this part is every day I'm hustling. So like, what
Okay.
was your hustle and what did your hustle look like, you know, for your journey? Like, can you give us a little bit on
Okay.
that? Like, what was it that you did for your grind?
Okay. So for right now, um, so every day it's like, so I'm building like clients. So
Mm-hmm.
I have people who want like who, and this is all from just being online, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, through an online site. And so people need song, they need verses for their songs. Producers want they want me on their song, or they want to hear their song with a rapper on it, someone like myself. And
Mm-hmm.
so, you know what I'm saying, they will, you know what I'm saying, pay me to do the song. And so like that's really like I never really thought I'd do songwriting, which is crazy. And so
Uh-huh.
like through doing that, I started doing like I've had some R&B songs.
Mm-hmm.
It was like some people hit me up like, yo, you want to do this R&B song? I'm like, I don't really do R&B songs like that. But you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, you do it and then okay, this sounds pretty good. And then you do another one. Next thing you know, you're doing one for a label. Next thing you know is like, okay, this money starting to add up. And so
Mm-hmm.
now it's like that's my main as far as 'cause, you know, as an artist, you know, streaming and stuff like that. Streaming is cool, but you're not making money like that. There's so much little money that's actually coming in from streaming, like the 0.019 something percent of a dollar on every stream, which is like you have to make millions you get no streams. And so this is more like, all right, I can do a song for 200 here. This
Mm-hmm.
person right here may pay me 500, you know what I'm saying? Or this person may just want a verse for $60 or whatever. Okay. And so like that right there is like every day. If there's something new coming in, you have a
Mm-hmm.
constant flow of like income. And through that, you know, I started looking at other ways you can make money. And so
Mm-hmm.
then I started investing. And so now I'm like investing in stocks and stuff, invest my money different types of ways. But I had like an overflow
Keep
of money.
on
I'm like,
investing.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so eventually I started making more money than I was at my job. So I was like, maybe I could put this money into stocks. So I
Mm-hmm.
learned how to do that, put money into stocks, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Found other ways like, yo, I can get this pallet of like iPhone chargers, something silly, and flip it for like a good little 200 profit. I'll do that. You know what I'm saying? And do that. And so like it comes with like the territory. It's crazy because like I feel like every rapper has like that hustle mentality, that hustle like that Jay-Z
Yeah.
on the block. It's a different type of hustle for everybody. But like
Yeah.
you gotta have like that Jay-Z type of like I'm not moving cocaine or nothing, but
Right.
like one day I may be doing this, or you know what I'm saying, I may strictly be doing stock money and stuff like that. And so it's been an interesting ride the past couple of months as far as hustling.
And it's
Yeah.
crazy. I feel like if you a lot of times too, depending on the circumstances or the position, like if you hadn't gone after being full time with your music career, you probably would not have like dived into those things.
Girl, what? I'm talking about I quit my job, I wanna say February, like late February, early March.
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks later, that's when like COVID hit. And I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
cause you know, I had COVID hit and I was still at that job and I probably would still be at that job because COVID hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause,
Right.
you know, everybody's panicking. Don't nobody know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But, because I quit when I did, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad I quit when I did because I probably would have stayed and, you know, we work from home. You know what I'm saying? I would probably been like, yo, working from home ain't that bad. I could still, you know what I'm saying? Now I got more time. I would have fell for the trap, I feel like. But It's
And
wild.
that takes away sometimes the amount of time that you can be putting into, you know, your music and everything as well. And so
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, like, if you do have a 9 to 5, you have to also be strategic about how you balance your time and how much time you're given to this 9 to 5 that's just kind of like, you know, you're just going in,
Mm-hmm.
doing what you got to do, make the money and leave, versus, you know, taking that time out as well to put into your music.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's just
Right.
as to hold on to something like that and just think, oh,
Yeah.
the money's good, but the time isn't being put in there.
Right. You know, I got a kid, so it's like, all right, I got a 9 to 5, and then when I come home at 5, you know, he want to spend time, or
Mm-hmm.
I want to spend time with him. You know what I'm saying? I want to have family. You know what I'm saying? Time and stuff, and chill and talk with people. You know, have a social life and talk with people I enjoy talking, spending time with. You know what I'm saying? It was harder then, and also have time to do music, do shows, and all that. Man, it became to a point where I was just like, I can't do it. You
Yeah.
know. And it's crazy because I always said if I ever became a business owner, which is
Mm-hmm.
like my dream to eventually like employ people,
Yeah.
I would never have anybody on set hours. I feel like if you gave people the freedom to, you know what I'm saying, do their job whenever they need to do their job, they gonna do their job. Like
And
they
they'll
don't
be
need
happy
to
doing it.
right. They don't need to be there specifically at these times you tell them. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that was like the main part. Like if I just could do my job at 2, if I knew I could do my job at 2 in the morning, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me do my job at 2 in the morning. If it still gets done to the proper, you know, process and everything. And so that's the type of stuff, man. It's just time.
Yeah, the work
And you
life
don't have a lot.
balance is always with a 9 to 5 that's very demanding of your time. That's hard.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, that's hard. Do you have any advice for anyone out there though who has like may have a family and they're trying to balance it all out as well? Like, because I mean, you found a way to do that.
Um And so, like, with that, it comes sacrifices, you know what I'm saying? And so it really comes down to picking the top 3, 4 things that you enjoy doing, or 3 things, and then you have to sacrifice the other stuff. Like, I had to not cut off some group of friends, but like I had to stop chilling with some group of friends because
Mm-hmm.
like legit don't have time. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so it comes down to you have to make some kind of decisions that you may not want to make, but you know what I'm saying, you have to make it. Like if you enjoy, say you enjoy, um, I don't want to say video games. I enjoy video games, but like say you enjoy and running, exercising is important.
Mm-hmm.
Say you enjoy playing chess. This is just to say, but
Yeah.
chess is not a priority in your life. You have other things that you know what I'm saying. You do music, you got a family, you got other
Mm-hmm.
things. You wrote all this stuff down, and you said, okay, chess is not a priority. You may have to push chess to a side for a few. You know what I'm saying, or make time for it on the
Mm-hmm.
weekends or something. But you just have to be on top of your schedule.
Yeah.
Which even today, like I struggle with, like making a schedule and staying with it consistently. Like you have to build a schedule, stay on it 24/7 to make stuff work.
Yeah.
As
Um.
opposed to, you know, when we was in college, you just wake up, you know what I'm saying, go to class,
Yeah.
come back, like, all right, I'm gonna chill for a bit, you know what I'm saying, or I'll do this and that, but like, it's not
If
like
you
that.
put it off, it's okay. It's cool. It'll be there tomorrow. You
Mm-hmm.
can't prolong. Like you said, you have to prioritize. And just because
Right.
you're self-employed and you know, you have to run like you would a schedule at a 9 to 5. Like you have to make those type of those type of schedule decisions. Um, let's get into, I guess, the fun part. You enjoying yourself so far?
That's fine. Very much.
Cool.
Very much, girl.
Cool. So let's get into some of your projects and the stuff that
Okay.
you've done. Like, you know, give us a little bit of it. Like, share some of the stuff that you have done and what
The
you have.
background. Yeah, so the background history. So in my, in my lifetime, I guess is the word. But so I've put out maybe 10 or 11, I can't tell you off the head, but 10 or 11 like mixtape projects, like since I started and since where I am right now. Um, the last three are on like Spotify, stuff like that. But the last three are what I personally I call like official projects, just because it's where I was at the time. Like I finally figured it out what I need to do. So the last three, you know what I'm saying, The Lost Son of Miles Davis, Just Be You, and then this past project called Full Moon Bloom. They have been like my biggest, especially with Lost Son of Miles Davis. Like my first major song was a song called Cruising. And that was like a big thing because it got played on like the radio a few times. And it was like a cool experience, like hearing your song on the radio. Like,
yeah.
I
You're
can't
like,
like
oh, I
even
know you
today,
went
like
off.
even today, like to hear your song on the radio, like growing up, I don't think people like growing up now take it as much as like we did. It's like growing up like in like 2000, like that's all you had was the radio. So to hear your song on the radio was a big deal. And so that doing that, and then I've done festivals, lots of performances. Man, it can't really recall. But my latest project, of course, Black Soul is out. And then like a few months ago, we did the Spaceship music video, which was like personally one of my favorite videos because it was like, all right, we had this idea of, we got this song called Spaceships. And like how I come up with music videos, how I come up with ideas. Like people try to come up with ideas like they can execute starting out, which I do it in reverse. So I say, hey, if I had an unlimited version, or I mean an unlimited budget, and what would I do? And so spaceship, I will fly a spaceship through space. Okay, so if I would fly a spaceship through space, how can I scale that back and make it reasonable? You know what I'm saying? To something I can actually do. And so it's like what we did. Like we built in the music video, we built the spaceship, and through like cartoon and drawings, we flew it through space, which was cool. And so it's cool seeing stuff like that. Like that's actually some of my
come to life.
Right. And in your own imagination. And it didn't take as much money as you would think. A few $1,000s is not a lot as compared to what music videos really cost out here is crazy. But yeah, those are my projects, I think. Yeah.
How long did it take for you to like get everything finalized with your spaceship video?
Like a good year. So we first talked about doing a video in 2018, and the video came out in 2020. But we first talked about it in 2000, and I did other music videos like in the meantime. But we first talked about it in 2018, and then like it just went through the year. We just talked about it, and then maybe like 2019, like in June, July, that's when we finally started like shooting. And then what took so long to get it out to the later part is because then after we shot the video, we had to find an animator to do that part. So it was a lot of moving pieces, but eventually it all comes together. So it was legit. I would say a year and a half process.
Okay, and that takes patience because I'm sure you were like, okay, I need this to be done. Like, yeah.
Right. I ain't put nothing out in a while. Because with music now too, like people want something and I've never been that type of person. Like even now, like I haven't put out I have plenty of like feature songs out. So I had some just came out last week. But like me personally, my solo work, like I haven't put anything out in like 2 years. And like I'm just not that type to just be like, yo, throw this out and throw something out every week.
And you can
but
tell when someone is just like you know, throwing this music out here,
Throw
and
it,
then
throw it out.
you
Yeah.
know the quality, and you're like, okay, it
And it
normally
works.
just,
Like,
you
yeah,
know,
and it's not that it doesn't work. It works for a lot of people. Like
yeah,
it that may work for you, but at the end of the day, like do what works for you. Like that
right,
doesn't work for me. I want to do what I want to do. So what I want to do is I want to take the time, figure some shit out. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Didn't put it out, but it doesn't work. Whatever works for you. You know what I'm saying?
because
What
it
works.
can be a lot of pressure too. You know, you're out here with there's so many different artists out here, so many rappers, singers,
Hmm.
everything, and you know everyone's trying to be unique and do something different that's going to make them stand out. And you know it can feel like a lot of pressure when people are throwing music out there and you're like, but the way I work is this. But I think that goes
Right.
back to like being patient and really like knowing your work ethic and what works for you, because
Yeah.
I think once you have that type of mindset, you can definitely get out of the whole idea of competition and trying to compete with other people, because when you get to that realm, I think it takes away from
You better
everything.
tell it.
So
That's all it is, man. It's a lot. And people not gonna say it's competition. And I've personally been there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even gonna sit here and lie and say I don't watch people and see what they doing. Like, of
yeah,
course, but you have to get out of that mindset of, you know what I'm saying? I'm keeping up with this person, or I'm keeping up with this person, or this person just did this person just did that, and just do it for yourself. And it took a long time. I think I'm just now getting to that this year,
mm-hmm.
honestly. And it was like I'm not feeling pressured by, you know what I'm saying, what someone else got going on. I'm
Yeah,
actually happy for you that you got that going on. I wish you do more. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing. And so it really does, man. It's a lot of, and it's understandable because everybody wants like these same spots.
right.
And 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 really like when you the way they make it seem, there can only be one. You know what I'm saying? Like they make it seem like there can only be one. And so when everybody has that mindset, you know, it's jealousy, it's envy, and I've dealt with a lot of that. Like just doing, I slowed down doing shows. Well, pandemic hit, but I slowed down doing like a lot of shows, like within like the city, like doing shows, showcases, open mics and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because it felt like that. Like everyone is just
Yeah,
they're not really trying to see you progress, or they're not really trying to be your friend as more as they want a spot that you got, or they want to be included in something
yeah,
that you got going on. And so that's something I honestly got really depressed at one point. And I'm not gonna say I stopped doing music. I never stopped doing music, but I slowed down to the point I wasn't being myself, and because
yeah.
I wasn't getting those spots, or I feel like this
It's a
person
real
did
place.
me, you know what I'm saying? This person did me wrong, and now I can't do this because they don't agree with what I do. And so,
Mm-hmm.
you know, so you have to just shrug that off, honestly. And that's why it's crazy. Like the Lil Wayne thing, like Lil Wayne wrong for that, for what he did with Trump,
Yeah,
and the whole like he wrong for that. But I'm not gonna say I know Lil Wayne. I don't know Lil Wayne, but I know Lil Wayne don't give a fuck. And you know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
like, not saying you go out here and do some shit like Lil Wayne. You don't do that because that's not right. I mean, but I know in order to make it in this business, you have to have that kind of mentality where I don't care. Like y'all can sit up here and call me this
yeah.
and that all you want, but honestly, like it doesn't bother me. So you have to have that mentality sometimes. And
You
so
have to have thick skin too. Like,
it takes a long time to build that thick skin. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah. It's a true thing, like you said. I mean, grow that thick skin and take the time. But I think it's important too, like when you mentioned that you recognize when you kind of had to like pull back a little bit, because like
Hmm.
I think sometimes when you're so into it, and some people are trying to prove a point, you know, with their craft, with their music and everything, that like they neglect that wellness for them, you know, that self-care for them. Like
Hmm.
it's okay to pull back, it's okay. You have people, some celebrities, who Rihanna, she'll put something out, and then she'll be gone for like 10 years and be like, okay, I'm back again with something else. But
Right.
in general, like, it's okay to take time and kind of breathe. Like, just like you take a
It's okay.
vacation
Yeah.
at a regular job, you got to take sometimes a little bit of vacation away from music and everything to kind of like, I feel like, to get the juices going too for your creativity as well.
Right. And it's the entrepreneur mentality, I guess. Did I say that right? I guess. But it's like the pressure of society that you like you working, like you sleep, like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't never sleep, like that whole type of thing where you always have to be working or you always have to be building. No, you don't. Like you
Right.
can take time. You can take time off and do things you want to do, or take time off and take time for yourself. And but me personally, this is what I feel. Like I feel like you can take time off and be yourself at times. And some people work like 100 hours a week and nonstop every day of their life. Like if you want to be that person, you can. But like
Yeah.
live with your means. Like yeah,
That's within your means.
but then there you go.
Within
That's what
your
I was
means.
trying to say, girl.
You said that. Like, within
Live
your
within
means.
your means.
Like, just do it
Your
and just
mental
don't
means at
care.
that, man. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know how long we've been talking. This is like
I
conversations
don't
going
know,
so
man.
good.
You would think
That
it'd
was
be like a
almost an
timer up
hour.
here or something. You
Well,
would think it'll
normally
be a
they do
timer up
give
here.
you a time. IG be like, click. It's
I
like,
think it
okay.
will end. I think it will end. Like I remember like one time I was on live and it was like after like a few like 30 minutes or something, like it was like, all right, we ended. I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Because I think it's
it was
like an
something.
hour. Nothing's popped
Yeah,
up, but yeah. Um,
yeah.
But again, I just want to thank the people who have been coming in and like joining and listening to this conversation. There's so many like great things, some things I didn't know either, about your journey, KP. So I think it's like,
I
it's inspiring because it's
appreciate
like,
it.
sometimes it's like, you have your days where you like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I love this. And some days you're just like, you still love what you do, but you be like you said, when you're just like, I don't have anything
Oh, love it.
right
Yeah,
now.
I mean it's not that you don't love music, it's just like all the other elements
Right.
of, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I gotta post some shit today. Like I don't like
Oh my
posting. Like
gosh, yeah.
I gotta post something. Like I gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's like all the other things that go into being a musician. That's
Hmm.
not just being a musician,
Right.
especially that you have to do nowadays. And that's the stuff like I'm like I don't want to do it sometimes. Some days,
Hmm.
you know.
It takes a lot, and that's why it's important. Like you said, live within their means when it comes to how your work ethic is going to be and how you're going to have to move forward. Because if you don't nip
Hmm.
that in the bud, then you'll be all everywhere trying to figure out how you fit in, and it's like you fit in with your own self. So
Hmm.
do what you're gonna do. Some people,
Right.
and the crazy thing too is
Preach.
people gonna still say something. You can have a banging hit. Somebody's still gonna be like, man, it ain't like that 808 on that.
Preach.
Okay. But guess
Preach.
what? They like the 808, so it's
But
cool.
that's the one thing you have to learn. Like there's gonna be people who hate what you do, like, and it's
Hmm.
not even that they don't know you, they just don't like it. Like there
Yeah.
can be 1,000 people that like it, there could be 500 that doesn't, like, but you can't stop doing it because you still have 1,000 people who like what
Hmm.
you're doing. And like that's what, like right now, like I stopped focusing, not to say I don't care about my friends and
Hmm.
stuff like that, but like I of course like I love you guys, like, but I
Yeah.
stopped trying to pressure because I have so many people like outside of like places I've never been, like Turkey and it's like, damn, like how did my music get over here, like Brazil and places
Hmm.
like that, and it's like, yo, like all these other people in different places listen to it, you know what I'm saying? Why are you so focused on the two people in North Carolina who don't? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just for an example. But yeah, man, you just gotta not focus on the people who don't like what you do, man. Just do, because there's
And
always gonna be
applaud
a
yourself.
lot of
Like,
people who
look
do.
back. Like, you look back on where you started and then where you are now. I think there's nothing wrong with, you know, pushing yourself and boosting yourself up a little bit too. Like, oh, hey, I'm in a different position, and it's hard work, and you have to recognize the hard work that you put in throughout the years to get, you know, to where you are too. So definitely giving yourself that round of applause when other people don't. When it feels like no one's giving you the credit, you have to, you know, give yourself that credit as well.
Right.
Yes.
Round of applause to you, Dominique.
Thank you. I'm out here just, you know, doing what I can, all right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you told us all about your different projects and everything like that. So this part, which is we're about to come to a close, is rep your platform. How can we support you, KP, and like keep up with you and, you know, do what we have to do to keep you going?
Yeah, so like it's real easy for me. Like if you want to support me, just like share my music video in your story or something simple like that. It ain't even you ain't even gotta, you know what I'm saying? You ain't even gotta do a whole lot. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to support me, I don't ask for much, but like just listen to something and like listen to it. Don't listen to it because KP told you, hey man, check my song out. Like
Right.
listen to it because you know what I'm saying? Listen to it because you said you heard something you liked or you heard something that you enjoyed and you listening to it now because it's those are the type of like music I like to listen to. Like I don't even listen to rap. Like I probably the most I play right now is probably Luther Vandross. I've been
Yeah.
listening to Luther Vandross like nonstop for like the past 2 weeks. And it's cause like right now I'm in like I don't know if it's like a lovey-dovey mood or it's just like those type of feels is where I'm at. And like
Yeah.
those type of like the way he sings is like right now, that's what I'm feeling. And so like listen to the music because you feel it. And be honest. Like if you're not feeling it, you don't have to I'm not forcing you to listen to it. Like that's just like I'm one musician in a greater scope of musicians, you know what I'm saying? Just playing my part. And so listen, you know what I'm saying, find what parts you enjoy and share it.
Yeah. And you have a YouTube page as well, right?
Yeah. And so everything, if YouTube JuztKP, JUZT, some people put S. It won't come up, I don't think. But JUZTKP. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Google, Tidal, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter.
Come
I
on,
feel like
catalog.
you remember that Whitney Houston video where she was getting that award, she was naming them names, she was
Right. What do I need, God?
Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, oh no, all
Okay.
that. Yeah, just KP.
Just
And I'll
KP.
pop up. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing I love. I love to find out more about different artists that I may not have came across. And a lot of it is just through conversation sometimes with people, or, you know, if you're in a car and you're like riding with someone and they're like, what do you want to listen to? I'm like, what you listen to? Because I like to hear other, that's
Right.
how I discover more music. And, you know, it's just like a cool thing to be able to like, oh, okay, I didn't come across this person before. And now I have another dope artist, you know, that's on the playlist, on the tunes. But
Right.
yeah, do you have any final words or anything? Any words of encouragement? Anything before we leave?
I want to say thank you, Dominique, for sharing your time, you know what I'm saying, and creating this platform for people like myself. You know what I'm saying? Even though you are super talented yourself, and I wish
Thanks.
you the best in everything that you have going on. And I know you're gonna do some dope things as well. And thank you.
I appreciate that, KP.
No problem. No problem.
Well, y'all tuned into this live discussion. I will have another special guest coming to you next week. But thank you again, KP, for joining me in this live. And this video will be saved, so definitely share it with other people and listen back through to it. And, you know, support my homie, okay? He got music out
You're
there, all right? When you see him in the streets, get that autograph.
you're
He's humble. He's
you're
humble. Like, you are so humble, KP, but you are like beyond talented. So just keep
oh,
up the
thank
great
you.
work, man. I'm always proud of you.
Appreciate you, Dominique.
All right. Have a good weekend. Y'all be safe. Peace.